The program they watch now, UDUOTA. UDUOTA means heart of the matter. The heart of the matter name because this evening, I'm the original from Independent Television. Today, yes, tomorrow will be 1st of October, and Nigeria will be 64 by tomorrow. So it will good make we also take our mind back 64 years. Where are we now? The journey so far. We must talk about them. You too, when the house, you will contribute well for that matter. My name is Mark Mololoho. Yes, I deal with some people who say all of us will discuss this evening. So any part of the world where you watch us, just call. Some people will say yes, so we want we'll discuss issue of Nigeria, because what I would like to know, like I used to tell people, all of us don't go fit pack go America. How many people go fit come for Nigeria, go stay for America? How many of us go fit pack, go stay for London, UK, and Australia? You know, guy, it won't be. We won't carry all our oil and reason to go America. No. So we must stay here and repair our country. We feel travel, go back, but our country. This evening, my brother Steven, he did with us for inside this program. Efe, good evening.
Good evening, my people. Good evening. Good evening.
Okay, all kind of Benson Equaria, he did with us for inside this program this evening too. All kind of good evening.
My people, good evening. Good evening, guys.
Yes, I know you never reached 64 years by school, but you don't try well for age. But just in 2 minutes, the journey so far in Nigeria at 64.
Well, we all get different views about Nigeria, the journey so far at 64. But I will say I'm in 3 different perspectives. 1, Nigerians. Then 2, governance, administration. Then the last one, ideology. Now, if you look at Nigerians over the years, for the past 64 years, Nigerians have grown. All over the world, they are doing well. We don't get so many records outside this country where people, they admire us and they praise us. We don't get more educated than we have ever been. We don't go so many corners of the earth. We are doing very well as Nigerians. Even inside the country, we are involved for business, we do so many wonderful things. Now, when you look at Nigeria as a country, now you talk about governance and administration of this country with the resources, everything we will get. We have not really done well with the kind of people we get as Nigerians. We have not done well. So in that area, we have a lot to do. We need to look at things and be honest with ourselves. Then the last part, when you talk about ideology, Nigerians as a country, if you look us, you know the West, they get this mindset that they go school. If you look the East, they go tell you that they get trade. The North go tell you that they get might, and that they get the will to rule and all of that. But if you look us as a country together, we don't have a common ideology that binds us together. And that is why we know they get united the way we're supposed to be united to make things happen in a seamless and in a less difficult way for us. And in the absence of that shared ideology, we go always get rivalry among ourselves. Not even leadership be our problem now. Because if you see the average Chinese, you're going to see this one day into manufacturing. That one will just come in your mind. Say, I see Chinese man, that they produce, that they manufacture. But if you look the average Nigeria, what do you want to think? Is there something where you go feel always point at when you look the average Nigeria? Because we get different ideologies, so it's not binding us together. And that is what I think we need to look at, because now the unity of our nation is very key to anything we do. And in the absence of that unity, it's not a question of the number of years. If you are united, they say a house that is divided against itself cannot stand. So we need to do things that will make us more united. We're not going to feel oppressed Nigerian as a people over the years, you know, because at different times, people will tell you, say they do things based on what they understand. But I think if we want to look things squarely, we have the good side. People in this country, they are doing very well. They are patient, they understand, that they very hard working. Then governance is poor, and it's really rubbing off on the people. Then this ideology thing, we need to still take it much more seriously. Let's find something that unites us, that we share as a people together. So that's not the way I will feel talk about them for now.
Efe, Nigeria at 64, the pains and the gain in 2 minutes.
Nigeria at 64. If you look at the way when I say 64-year-old person, when somebody tell you say me 64, you don't advance for age now, and that person don't experience so many things. Nigeria as a country, they say, we know they grow 64. We don't experience many things, but we never, for me, we never learn from those things when we don't experience. So we still you get a lot more room for improvement, for growth. Nigerians themselves too, the same thing applies. Then they do well for outside or do well within Nigeria. But now they make up Nigeria. So the growth itself, personal growth, as an average Nigerian, I don't think say they don't actually grow to that stage. When be like say, we go talk say, a 64-year-old Nigerian, for example, he don't mature based on what he don't experience. The ideology what my brother talk about, of course, say even though say we not get common language when they speak, they say English now our national language, but we not get really common what I call indigenous language. Say for example, say everybody they speak Yoruba, for example, it go day easy, or day easier for us to be able to come up with a common ideology. Speak, talk to people for language where bless everybody understand. Like for example, like China or even India, when people like say they get many languages, okay, but they get one common language when they call when they use when they say they communicate. And majority of the people when they're that place, they understand and they read, they write that common language. So obviously we'll get differences for Nigeria because they call and say now we're multi-ethnic society. So, but at this stage, when I say we don't reach 64 years old, I don't think say we they behave Nigeria as a country and even Nigerians, they behave like best way in 64. So we get a lot of room when I say we go improve.
Okay,
you know?
we can see deal with you, okay. First of all, you talk about 3 areas: governance, then ideology, then
Nigerians
themselves, citizens, right? You they talk about language. Now, we'll go back to one of our brothers here, Rwanda, Paul Kagame. At a point when he can enter as president of that country, they will have the tools, they will have the different languages where they say speak for them. He banned everything. That be first thing, because no, Rwanda is Rwanda. In fact, I can't even make and say anytime you speak anything, you talk. In fact, they're not going to even use it here. Say you talk anything outside, say I'm a Rwanda. If you just mention any other thing, nah, this thing, you feel say that kind of thing, that's the right way to go because that be your recommendation.
Yes, but you know, say we get our own official language,
which is what?
English. If you ask anybody outside, you will say, what is the official language for Nigeria? Now English now be official language. So English now be the official language, but the English itself, it no get any relationship with any of the indigenous languages. You know, so with the talk say we get 3 main languages: Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. But not one of them be our official or national language. Now another one will be like say our people when give us when they say they give us independence 4 years ago, the language now will come adopt. So when I talk say we don't be 64. If you not take Paul Kagame when you talk for Rwanda in a Tutsi, the majority of the people who ended at Rwanda now Hutu and they speak. But he can begin talk say make we adopt one indigenous language. So even Rwanda not old reach Nigeria, but they fit do that thing. We when people say old past 64 years, we never fit come up with that one this thing. So we need that common language. Even if we start tomorrow, say everybody begin to learn one language when we agree on indigenous language. We know say 64 years from now, at least we'll feel the talk say we get one common language, not be important. So now so he did with our ideology when my brother talk about all these things, not the indigenous to us. now all and I just did carry and come from somewhere, you know, what they call copy, cut and paste. We not actually understand them, you know, and so because not be our language, not be the thing not that time for our language, and with the forever they spend time, they learn another person language. So we need that that indigenous something. Even if we talk, say, Nigeria as a country is made up of multiple nations, which we agree on. But as my brother talk, where I agree with her, we need one common ideology. We need one common thing when bind us together. Waiting be that thing when bind us together.
And therefore, we don't get her.
We don't get her. As he talk, we don't really get her. We don't get her. So because on the essence of that thing, that vacuum there, somebody go begin tribalism will come in, all these other things will come in. Whether you day here or you day anywhere, you day outside. So I agree with them. Say we need their ideology, but that ideology, it will only have effect when something when like say we use when they come on to all of us when go bind the thing together. That's what me I say.
Since Ali Udume recently, a few days ago, you see Nigeria be the only country where we see people go thief money, politicians go thief money, they go to celebrate them. You feel say at 64, that's our problem.
You know, coming from a senator, I think that is a very vague statement because there's something I realized recently. They like to dwell on things from a very small perspective, then we generalize them. Because, like, for example, now, most times, when you say somebody steal and people entertain them, the people where they entertain them, now people where just in significant places, so they look very loud. But there are so many people in this country, like yourself and my brother here, I don't think we are the kind of persons where they entertain stealing or certain conducts where they're very wrong. Because I don't want to make, when we talk about certain issues, if we generalize and it will be like say everybody in a day for that thing. It's not really so. Who really they entertain stealing? Now the politicians themselves, because now then they in power to infect policies where we address these things. It's just like the other day we had a governor where they say he carries so and so money, then they say they're not fair arrest them.
Even till now.
Even till now. You know, when you hear things, now you go think say generally Nigerians, they accept the fact, say yes, make they leave the man like that. But many people want him arrested. But those people don't get voice. Where you go there at the forefront. So when you see politicians, they make statements, they are the ones creating most of these problems. We get, I keep saying this, we have hardworking, honest citizens in this country. We are many. First, we are above 200 million. So you cannot sample percentage accurately to justify saying Nigerians or generalize certain things. If you do your sampling now, yes, if you do your sampling now, say they really want me to address some people where they corrupt, you'll find out and say the people who even want to make them leave them, they're not there up to 10%. Who they do plead bargain? Not be the common man. The common one wants, the common man will tell you, say maybe even they arrest, they give life sentence to most politicians where they corrupt. So I decide, in short, when politicians make statements, I always try to be very careful to accept what's in the talk, because all of us get our different background. You are a seasoned journalist. There are certain things you need to look first before you take into agreement with certain things. I'm in marketing and an economist person and all of that. Oga here gets you. We all get analytic things where they look before we just conclude with people. You know, you need to look at the empirical data before somebody will make a vague statement and all of us will just agree. I want believe, say, like America get people who they corrupt. Britain get people who they corrupt. Nigeria, and of course, we get our fair share of people who they corrupt and dubious. But we must always remember that we get so many people honest out there where they honest.
Efe, did you before I go back to Efe, you agree with I want to say our common problem? Let me say we don't get language. We don't get language. Anything when they unite us.
If you look the statements we make, the statement, you know, if you throw away that statement, language has a role to play. But again, ideology is beyond just language. You know, like for example, now when I will use him when Buhari was a head of state as a military person, it started to inculcate this war against indiscipline. So we they come to get them like a culture. Say anywhere where you go, hey, follow the line. You know, it's somebody's idea in trying to bring them as a culture, as something that becomes a norm for people. You know, if we as a people now say, like for example, now you see the people they go youth service. We see everybody where they go youth service. You want to teach them how to farm, for example, say now farming they want to do. Before you know, you go get, the average person go just know something about farming. And when they don't, they identify you with a particular thing. It becomes something that you share in common. There was a time in Edo State here that they know us for furniture. So if you say you come from Edo State, or they look you out on a sabi carve, now you go know about furniture and all that. This now ideologies where people bring and people embrace them, and over time it become more like a culture and life system for people. Okay. I feel there are so many things we can do to unite us, and there are so many things that we have in common.
Like what?
Where we know they pay attention
so
to.
If you unite us, like what?
First, we very intelligent people.
Okay.
You get, if we put our mind to anything, like for example, now if you look at the entertainment industry, Nigerians don't take them globally. We don't use them like they dominate the world. There are certain places where you go now, if you be Nigeria, they see you like, say you be Afro beat artist. But that are just one segment. What I'm saying here is there are so many other things, practical things that we can start to imbibe in our day-to-day life that all of us can be part of.
Efe, what you go recommend to the government of the day now as a take-home for this independence? So many Nigerians, for instance, fuel issue day, inflation day, interest rate day, insecurity day, many things, problems they be there with this country. Of course, now many protests everywhere. People are not happy. At 64, come like say, in fact, it come like say we never even start safe. So, but what be the things where you don't see, so if you recommend to the government of the day, say this and this, and the way you feel, say this now what you go be the way forward for the country.
The thing when they be say, before I answer that question, make I just add to what my brother talk when we talk about ideology before. Say ideology made up of so many things. Yes, how we communicate, which language we use, when people go understand. Say now the ideology way now usually they promote with this. So then if we get common language people understand. For example, say na pidgin na be our language, and majority of people understand that. If they talk something, you know, say you talk about pidgin, talk to many people, majority. You not be say 100% of people, everybody go understand the thing, but majority understand them. So language is important for that. Then, what I would recommend, okay, the first thing when I say, the way, if I want to talk to them, they say, what I don't notice, the government not they listen. We ourselves, we know they listen too. Sometimes we go to hear, but we don't listen. So the first thing they say, make people listen. If I get ideas on how to do things better, based on my experience, for example, then if the government they listen, people will be like say, they in a position when like they'll feel make sure say that thing happen or that idea that policy they implement, they listen, they go take them, take the thing, join to their own. So okay, now they say tomorrow people want protest for hunger protest. Why they want protest for hunger protest? Yeah? If they say they want to go ahead and protest because they want to make a statement, the government is supposed to listen to them. After the protest don't finish, the government will say, okay, we don't hear what you not talk. And this is not the one we feed, this is not the one we not feed do. And then when they do them, because if you talk say from year 1 to this 64 years, no government don't do anything, one thing when good. If you talk them. Government don't do many things when good, but they can do more. Better.
Don't do it, don't good.
Yes, many things when good, they can do more. So the thing when say government don't do when don't good, we supposed to celebrate them, congratulate them, say they don't try for this thing, but we go begin suggest to them, say, but if you do more,
Okay, I would if you just cry out, oh, say government don't do so many things, we don't go do. No, say bad. Do you really watch to at least take your mind, sit down. Since this country be, government never do anything. We don't say now fuel na 1,200, but again, anything we government don't have to do, we good. I've been already bad ones. Nah, it be. If you just join us the program now, UDUOTA with original from independent television, and we dey discuss different issues today. Don't forget say tomorrow, 9 be October 1st, and Nigeria will be 64. For our station ITV radio, we'll package one program for us. We say we'll air between 12:30, about 2 hours from 12:30 to 2 o'clock, because yes, we look the mood of the nation, and we'll not say somehow protest 3 days with the year of protest, with the year of so many things, and so and that kind of event we always do what we call where people go to move, and we don't want me to say, oh, people, because that's what they call ITV, that's what this will happen, that's what this will happen, that's what not happen. We don't want all those kinds of things. So we not go day live for Glass as Airport Road tomorrow because of the different things and the mood of the nation and what we hear. But by God's grace, December they come, things go down, they calm down. Musa say to tell me say President and say things go waka well before that time. Okay, and maybe we do one short break now. If we come back, yes, we don't get new government for those states, we don't get governor-elect in name as Senator Monday when they call Makomija. Then we'd also get deputy governor-elect in name now Honorable Dennis Idausa. So we also want to put matter one or two things. What would be the first thing we say you want me this to do when they enter office?